Did I hear that correctly? Hold the phone. Think again if you think you've seen everything there is to know about hip-hop and love. Guess who is at the center of the storm after young Joc was just exposed in a way that no one saw coming? Kendra. This is a whole new degree of betrayal, and you already know that her admirers are upset since they thought they knew everything about the young Joc's romantic life. You're telling me that this man goes and does this after all of the time, devotion, and sacrifice Kendra has put in with Joc? The kiss isn't the only thing that's getting people talking, so don't think that this is an ugly reality TV gimmick. You won't believe the secret of the video or how far back the drama goes. I promise. The true tale is buried deep within this scandal. What exactly is happening here then? Is it merely a kiss? Or is there a more serious betrayal going on? We're only getting started, so stay tuned because I promise you won't want to miss what comes next. We don't want to miss what comes next, so hold on. Everything we thought we knew about loyalty, treachery, and reality TV could be ruined by what's occurring with young Joc Karlie and Kendra on your feed. This is more serious than simply another fake news article, so don't even think of ignoring it. Last night, a video surfaced that no one anticipated, particularly Kendra, the lady who thought she knew everything there was to know about her partner, young Joc. However, it's revolutionary, as it depicts a young athlete sharing a kiss with none other than Karlie, one of Kendra, the lady who supported Joc through a string of nasty love triangles. Public humiliation and adultery rumors is now facing the truth, and it's all on camera. Instead of being a quick act of bad judgment, the kiss was well thought out and premeditated. Now, before you say, oh, it's just another publicity stunt, keep in mind that this is about more than just a kiss. It's about the secrets and betrayal that have been there for months. Let's take a minute to reflect because the story doesn't end here. Right now, the entire world is watching as Joc's public image is disintegrating piece by piece as a result of one reckless incident. Rather, it begins much earlier with a romantic roller coaster that only young Joc, a reality TV star, can go through. We've seen Joc move from woman to woman and have numerous relationships throughout the years, but fans believed he had finally found stability with Kendra. At first, though, it didn't seem like the fairy tale conclusion. The Joc's busy, high-energy world of music and reality TV was perfectly balanced by Kendra, a successful lawyer. Through all of his highs and lows, she was his pillar of support. The images of pleasant times, red carpet appearances, and couple goals postings led fans to assume that this was a committed, long-term relationship, but it turned out that Kendra had been the one person Joc could always count on and the one constant in his life. We didn't realize that things were starting to unravel behind the surface. It was more severe than the persistent whispers of infidelity that were going around. The Joc has made it known that he hopes to conceive with Kendra. The catch is that Kendra doesn't want children, at least not right now. Despite the fact that you've heard him talk about having kids, the future, and leaving a legacy together in interviews. This is a serious issue since you cannot create a future with someone if you have entirely different visions for it. Every time the topic of starting a family came up, it felt like a wedge was being driven between them. They couldn't readily compromise on this. Kendra prioritizes her job, which includes her legal practice, her aspirations, and her life's work. She worked for years to get to this point, and she has no intention of abandoning everything to become a full-time mother, especially to Joc's 8 children from other marriages. And let's be honest, when both partners have distinct future aspirations and neither is prepared to make concessions, that's a major red sign in any relationship. The love and affection they had once had seemed to fade as the months went by. Even though they were still going through the motions and going to events together, Karlie comes into play at this point. The drama with her never really stopped, even though you would think that she would be gone by now. From their past flirtations to their sporadic partnership, Karlie and Joc have always had unresolved problems. Really, there has been a trend whereby Just when you think Joc is fully engaged to someone else, Karlie appears and the focus abruptly changes. This time, though, it's different. It's more than a little flirtation on camera. It's a kiss. And believe me when I say that it wasn't just any kiss to video that went viral, isn't just a peck on the cheek. It's far too intimate and incredibly passionate to ignore. Private moment, and the problem is that they didn't care who witnessed it. They failed to take into account the consequences. His wife Kendra, to whom he had promised a future, and the impact this would have on their connection with the fans. The most ridiculous thing, though, is that this film wasn't just unintentionally leaked. Someone anticipated how terrible and impactful it would be, and intended it to be made public. The question of who caused the leak and who benefits from this mayhem must next be addressed. The shocking video release of young Joc and Karlie Redd sharing a kiss is where we left off. But what comes next is even more shocking. Let's discuss who is responsible for this leak and why it continues getting worse. Young Joc and Karlie Redd have a complex background, as everyone is aware. The two have a history of embarrassing situations and flirtations. But they also have an indisputable connection that has always existed. The plot gets more complicated at this point, boiling beneath the surface, but it's much more than just a passing fling now. We weren't caught in a whoops moment. Rather, it was a complete betrayal. The key issue that everyone is asking is, who stands to benefit from this upheaval? And the problem is that this leak wasn't an accident.
Us.
Someone knew precisely what they were doing when they dropped that bombshell. Rumors have circulated regarding a mysterious third entity who harbors resentment for both youth and... It is brutally obvious from the timing of this film that it is about who is pulling the strings behind the scenes. Not simply about the kiss. Some dubious activities have been alluded to by sources close to the Love and Hip Hop production. As it turns out, the leak was intended to pave the way for something much more significant than simply destroying Joc's relationship with Kendra. The larger image is more important than the kiss alone. Was Kendra a pawn in a game she didn't even anticipate? Or was she a part of this scheme? Let's think about this for a bit. The video was released at precisely the right moment. Just as Joc and Kendra had begun to portray their relationship as solid, a video that cast doubt on everything suddenly surfaced. As they saw the film, everyone was pointing fingers and questioning whether they had been tricked. The lengthy game, according to an anonymous source close to the pair. Kendra knew the kiss video was coming, but didn't just know about it, she encouraged it. This shocking revelation rocked the industry. You read correctly. She intended to reveal Joc, but she awaited the ideal moment to deliver this devastating blow. Kendra has spent some time in the public eye. Not to mention that she has expertise with reality TV shows. She has a legal career of her own. Verify that the video will make the biggest impression. Let's fit the pieces together, even though this notion might appear strange. It is clear that Kendra knows how to influence public opinion if she exposes the truth about Joc in the shape of a scandal because her fans have been loyal to her for years. But what if this wasn't Kendra's doing? What if of the reactions that Joc's followers have had? Others claim that it's all created drama for the show, while others are in total denial, claiming that the video is a hoax and that Joc would never cheat on Kendra. Now, it seems like Karlie might have spotted a chance to attack. Is this her way of getting back at him for whatever went wrong between them in the past? He's a mess, and Kendra deserves better. Fans are incensed, writing comments like, "I knew it was coming." The way he was acting on the show just felt off. He was too calm about everything with Kendra. Naturally, Kendra supporters are going bananas, accusing the young Joc of being disrespectful, unfaithful, and unworthy of Kendra's affections. One fan even said, "Kendra is the real queen. Joc is a joke. She's out here grinding, and he's out here playing games with Karlie. It's over for you. You don't mess with a strong woman like that and get away with it," he said. You'd think that Kendra's supporters were preparing a public execution for the Joc based on the way they are supporting her. But let's be honest, this whole thing is destroying both of their fan bases. Regardless of your point of view, this controversy is going viral, but it affects the industry as a whole, not just the fans. One controversy may make or ruin a career in Hollywood, and guess what? Is detrimental to young Joc's careers. Insiders claim that several of Kendra's PHS sponsors have already started to pull away from him. A major endorsement agreement with a luxury brand is reportedly on the line, and the Joc's management is working feverishly to keep the fallout under control. The Joc will have a harder time recovering the longer the reaction persists. Rumor has claimed that hip-hop producers are considering ending their collaboration with him permanently. The network may determine that the danger is no longer worth the return, and everyone may change their strategy at the slightest mention. Karlie Redd is seeing the mayhem from a distance while all of this is happening. Despite her silence, there are reports that she enjoys the attention. Insiders say Karlie understands that controversy sells in the entertainment business, and that the more attention she gets, the more possibilities she will have. Who is the winner in this scenario? Karlie, as the one covertly tugging the strings, or Kendra as the victim? Is there any chance for young Joc? Is this the end of the line for him, or is it to save his reputation? No one could have predicted the extent of the fallout, and it is only beginning. The reality TV industry is being upended by a full-blown catastrophe that started as a casual kiss between young Joc and Karlie Redd. The ramifications are growing more severe. The drama is growing darker every day. The rumors have already gone viral. So let's start by talking about the legal repercussions before moving on to the real implications. There may be impending legal action, according to those close to Joc's team. Since the kiss wasn't simply a betrayal but also a violation of trust that was made public. Kendra, the lady who was publicly humiliated by the film release, might have a compelling case for emotional distress. If the video release is connected to anything more sinister than a simple error, Joc could face severe legal consequences in addition to the financial ones. But Joc's profession as a whole, not just his personal life, is in jeopardy. Currently, a number of prominent sponsors have pulled out of any future deals with Joc. Future collaborations and previously promising deals for the release of his next album are now in jeopardy of being canceled. This kiss is becoming a financial nightmare, rather than merely a romantic gaffe. He might lose all he has fought for in his career, including his admirers, if the turmoil gets worse. With her legal experience and her recent focus on promoting women in the workplace, Kendra, on the other hand, is managing this issue brilliantly. Public opinion is quickly shifting in her favor since she is the true victim of all of this. Fans are hailing her as a strong, independent woman for pursuing her career ambitions and refusing to allow family pressure to dominate her life. And social media is booming in support of her. In fact, she is becoming more and more of a public hero. As this issue develops, what about Karlie Redd though? Is she only taking in the show? Let's face it, she gains more from this story the more press it generates. She is an opportunist as well as a reality star. Karlie is clearly enjoying this now that everyone is looking. Karlie's calculated silence is helping her. She's letting the issue play out as she gets more exposure, regardless of whether she leaked the video herself or allowed it to happen organically. She isn't taking any action without first evaluating how it will help her. We're all waiting to see what Joc will do next. His approach has already had a negative impact